If you guys need any cards, packs, sleeves, anything of that nature, shop on TCG Player using my affiliate link in the description. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of What Are They Cooking series, where I take a break from building jank decks and give the spotlight back to you, the viewer. Today we have 5 extremely awesome replays that were sent in by viewers. First one we've got here is 6 Samurai OTK. Now you might be wondering, how the hell does that work? Especially if you're someone who maybe didn't play like the later formats after Edison, where things got super dumb with Gateway. But as you can see, we got some Dragon Turbo cards and some 6 Samurai cards together, which is interesting. And we're going up against Lightshorn. Okay, opponent just summoned Lila Pass. We draw Blue Eyes. Going to Consonants first, obviously, so we thin the deck with the White Stone, add the Blue Eyes. Then we're going to activate Trade-In. Then we're just going to activate another Trade-In, and now we have double Gateway, double United, hand Grandmaster. Okay, we're drawing 2 for some reason. I'm confused. How are we not just winning? Shouldn't we just summon 3 guys? Okay, we're just going to kill their dude and attack. What if they have, like... Okay, we have Judgment. I don't know how Samurai works, but can you just, like, summon... all your you could have at least summoned 1 more Grandmaster, right? I guess that's the most they could have done. But you also could just draw your 2 cards. I mean, why not just draw your 2 cards? I guess they might need everything to be on the field for the combo if they draw it, is potentially a thing. So they draw hand. Now they add the other Grandmaster. We're going to summon hand. We're going to kill the wolf. We're going to summon another Grandmaster. Kill something else. Bring back the Grandmaster. Wait, yeah, this thing can just add from graveyard, too. What am I talking about? Okay, but they just pump the Grandmaster up to, like, a bajillion, and they attack for game, so... How big was that? It was like a 51 Grandmaster? That's crazy. Okay, so, game number 2. Lightsworn player, gonna go first. Activating Recharge, Gold Sark. Summon Card Trooper is a pretty good hand. We're gonna mill a Wolf, set a Book of Moon. A very respectable start. We're gonna set the row to activate Card D. You might just want to, like, Card D the Roto away here, honestly. Let's see, do we have plays? Not really. Our guy gets booked. Why did they just, like, book the hand like that? I'm so confused, but... They summon a Celestia, they're going to bring out some Wolf. Now we draw a White Stone, we activate Consonants, but we don't find anything, so we're going to game number 3. Okay, game number 3. I think we finally get to see the combo here in game number 3. What is this aforementioned combo? Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? Summon Lila, attack, probably going to main 2, try to pop it, Chain Reckless Greed. Okay, we have a big hand. We can go Consonants, draw some cards, add Blue Eyes. There is some kind of logic here to just playing a ton of draw power to get to your dumb, like, triple Gateway stuff. Because if you do draw that, it is completely absurd. However, the Gateway is going to eat an MST, which is not so good. We're going to use United to draw some cards, and we find Mass Driver. Good lord. You know if you see this card, something not cool is happening. So we're going to activate Upstart Goblin. We're going to equip our guy. We're going to draw another card. Nope, we get Necro Guardnode, so the Spirit for 6 Sam effect is not going to go through. Heavy Storm activated, but we Chain Reckless, and now we have a very large hand. So what are we going to do here? The opponent mills 2 Wolves, but they just can't out this Grandmaster. They could have just summoned Plague and made Goyo, but instead they summoned the Aaron. Well, we're trade-inning, and hopefully we find the combo piece we need. We set the Mass Driver, activate Card Destruction, and just trying to dig at this point. We got to draw some Gateways, right? Is that the plan? We're going to activate some Upstarts. We still need to find Gateway, activate MST, activate United. Draw a card, we find a Gateway. We draw another card, a second Gateway. Okay. That should pretty much get us there. The Celestia is going to eat a Starlight Road. Now we have Stack for Plague. Make Goyo. Goyo's going to attack the Stardust, but of course they don't get to take the Stardust because it was summoned off of Starlight Road. Now we have double Gateway activating. Okay, I think we finally see it here. So they get a bunch of counters from summoning 2 guys. Each Gateway gets 4. Now Gateway... they tribute for Mass Driver. Gateway gets to add the Grandmaster back. You special it. It gets 4 more. So essentially it's just an infinite loop where you just can keep adding Grandmaster and tributing the Grandmaster and specialing the Grandmaster and putting counters on Gateway of the 6. So what you need is 2 6 Samurai monsters, double Gateway, and Mass Driver, and you get to do the infinite combo. And I think this is like a ladder match, and their opponent makes them like play out the entire friggin' loop. So they just like do it over and over and over again until the opponent goes to 0. But I think they finally leave at some point. Well, I mean, they did get to do the combo at least once. I'm not sure about the Dragon Turbo cards. Like, if you're gonna play Consonants and Trade In, probably should just be playing Super Rejuve. But I could see like just like a Samurai Turbo list that plays like Upstarts and Reckless and maybe Legacy of Yada even. Like, maybe something like that might be legitimate. Obviously, I don't think the Mass Driver thing is very good. It's just funny that they managed to do it. So we've seen the Mass Driver OTK go through. Game 1 was pretty cool as well, where they just got like a bajillion counters on Gateway and made their Grandmaster super huge. So that's also something you can do. Anyway, that was that replay. On to the next one. We got some replays here from Freya. I think it's Freya, probably. They're playing the Neospatian Quick Draw deck. I believe this is a net deck of the very first video I made with this deck. Obviously, I think there was some interesting like smokescreen sideboard strategy going on in there that probably changes up the list a bit in game 2, and we're going to see that. So turn 1, we have Summon Armageddon Knight, send Porter. Pretty much what you want to be doing on turn 1. Opponent's going to go activate Future Fusion, activate E-Call. I mean, it's a pretty good opening hand for Hero Beat as well. We see they're playing Crystal Seer in their deck, which is pretty cool. They're going to go Miracle even, so just putting on maximum pressure here. But we have a Rhoda. Not going to use it. We're just going to go Grand Mole Bounce and then end phase pitch Necro Gardna. I like that play a lot. Very, very good to get something out of your hand in this situation. Opponent's going to summon an Alias. Do we take the full damage here? I might just Gardna, because like if you top deck Gores or something, we actually go for the Storm. They have Starlight Road though. Yeah, this isn't great. We can summon Junk, get Porter, make Catastor attack, get sparked. Oh wait, I see the line. That actually is 5 darks. So once the Catastor gets outed, they can just drop the Dark Creator, bring back Armageddon Knight. All right, we're cooking. We're cooking. We can make Brionac, except they had the Hero Blast on top of the Spark. That is so unfortunate. And they have the Storm to out their own Ab-Zero to clear the Dark Creator wall. So a pretty admirable attempt at a comeback there in game number 1, but it's not quite going to do it. This hand just summons Dad, just like straight up. Okay, we're going to put 5 darks in the grave, I guess is the plan. And then that worked out very well because our Catastor got Fortress. So now we just flip Decree, summon Creator, summon Dad. And the game should just be over at that point, I think. I don't know why this person didn't use the Future Fusion, by the way. People, like, just activate your Few turn 1. This is Hero Beat. Like, it doesn't do anything proactive whatsoever. There's no malicious that you're sending. You're not sending Dandelion or Treeborn or Dragon monsters. You are literally just summon Ab-Zero in 2 turns. So every turn you hold it in your hand is a turn that it becomes increasingly worthless. Anyway, we end phase Decree, and now we do the play that I mentioned. Creator, put us on 3 darks, summon Dad, and I think just like any normal summon should do it here. You should probably have gone for Dolphin, right? Just like in case. I don't know. It plays around more things, but we're not going to do that. We're going to summon Tomato Attack for game. So this is the version with the tomatoes. I definitely don't like Tomato. I took it out. I'm mainly not even playing the Quick Draw version of this deck anymore. I think it can be crazy, especially game 1, but it is like really fragile as a strategy fundamentally. And definitely seeing that in these replays, because I think Freya ends up siding it out like every game. Pretty much just like taking out the Quick Draw stuff, putting in like Raikou Decree and stuff. So I sort of prefer the like triple Junk Synchron, triple Raikou version. I think that one is a bit more well-rounded as a strategy, even if it maybe doesn't pop off as crazy sometimes. Anyway, Tomato Wall is going to get cleared by this Hero Spark, Gem Spark, Lamau. So we're going to summon Cyber Dragon. That's going to eat something, I think just a D-Prison probably. We can go pass. This is awkward because we're on 4 darks and we don't have a way of... We just got to like Avarice or something. I'm not even sure. Crystal Seer going to resolve. We have double miracles, so this isn't looking too good. But we hit over the porter. That gets us a grand mole that could potentially maybe out the absolute zero. They don't have an actual way to stop that. And we are on 5 dark, so we just out the ab zero, drop creator. Okay. Creator's going to bring back Sangan. Now we can drop dad, since we were able to drop the creator and fix our graveyard. And we just kill everything. The opponent does have another miracle fusion, but they have to set it up again in a kind of awkward way, and they just put the ab zero in defense. So now we're going to Brio bounce the back row, brain control, the absolute zero, and that should be the end of that game. So pretty impressive there by Freya. No, wait, what? We're not even using the brain, apparently. We're just going to bounce the ab zero and summon another creator? Didn't we just have lethal? Why are we doing this? What was the rationale behind this play? Am I missing something? Like, you could just brain the ab zero attack for game, right? This was dad, Brionic, creator, plus ab zero. That's like way over 8,000. Anyway, we're going to bring back the Junk Synchron, but that eats a Royal Oppression. Yeah, like, this is actually just a real game now. I mean, not really. We're still in a crazy good spot, but still. What the hell was that? Well, we have Avarice. This is another, like, kind of awkward card. This card pretty much conflicts with all the things in your deck that require grave setup, too. But I don't know. I'm done crapping on this this inferior pasta build. Let's just watch. It still does crazy stuff, and we're gonna see that. We're gonna MST. They set a new one, but it just doesn't matter, right? We tribute for Cyber Dragon. We attack for a game. All right. Freya also sent another one against Lord Voldemort again, who you recall this man got cooked by Neospatians once already. He's about to feel their wrath once more. So we're going first. You should probably always. Yeah, I think you should just foolish the porter. You don't really want to draw the other porter, you know what I'm saying? So, I guess maybe there's some reason to hold it, but in case you draw like quick draw or something, you want to send Dandelion. I think that's kind of unlikely with the way this hand looks, though, especially since you set your porter. We're going to go for brain control. That gets solemned. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. We summon Junk. We bring this back. We hopefully... Oh, no. We're just going to foolish the third dark and then drop dad. All right, that's understandable. That's just lethal on the board. Oh, man. Drawing Dark Armed is so dumb. So dumb. So we're going to go set Oppression, set Icarus Attack. We're going to play into the Ick Attack. And actually, this was sort of an intentional play into the Ick Attack because we set the cross porters, so we just go +1 here. Very, very genius move by Freya. Unfortunately, going to get dust shooted now. However, the dust shoot actually can't stop the Convert Contact, so it's pretty kind of a garbage dust shoot there. We could summon Tomato Attack, but we kind of need to keep it, so definitely safer to just set it in this situation and then hope they attack over it. They are playing Blackwings, so it's kind of likely. We're going to go for Brain Control. We're going to Allure. We find Dad. That's going to eat a Royal Oppression. Now we're going to Avarice everything back because we could potentially draw. Maybe should have Rhoda first, although. No, I think you kind of want to hold on to your Rhoda. We could potentially draw a piece of Spell Trap removal to out the suppression, but we don't. We can still Synchro off with the Sirocco just to get rid of it, though. And now, like, we're stuck here. This is why Oppression is so mid in Pure Blackwing, by the way. Like, we're just here with a Blizzard and a Dad in our hand. And normally this would be absolutely nuts, right? We would just be like, we'd be pogging out, we'd be killing the opponent. But we just can't because our Blizzard and our Dad are staring down our own Royal Oppression. So if we want to make our power plays, we literally have to out our own Royal Oppression. Just hitting over Tomatoes. This should float into, what, Armageddon? Then Armageddon send Porter, get Grand Mole to out the... Yeah, that's how we play this deck. All right, activating another Avarice since this creator is kind of dead under the Royal Oppression at the moment. We can go... Yeah, we should have set this Raikou. Probably. Because if you out the Royal Oppression with the Raikou, their turn is just like... Their battle phase is over, and then you just kill them next turn. Right? I don't know. I think that was maybe a mistake. We're getting hit over, and now the opponent just has a ton of crap on their field that we can't out. Yeah, I think we should maybe have just set the Raikou there. We draw Foolish, send a Necrogardna, but see, this is just too late, right? We have to out this or we're just going to die. And then we still die because they have a Colute, so either one of these attacks kills us. So we actually find a way to lose that game. That's tragic. That's unfortunate. Anyway, we are going to go set Tomato, set Decree. Pretty good opening. Opponent just goes summon Cyber Dragon attack. Gonna float into an Armageddon Knight. Get a... Man, you... 10 vote... What are we doing here? Like, we've seen she's playing Tomato, but we're still just attacking set monsters with a Cyber Dragon. Stop it. Stop attacking set monsters. I guess there's also the Raikou post board, so you gotta worry about that. But I don't know. We go for Goyo. We don't take the Cyber Dragon because the Cyber Dragon is just a liability there that they can hit over with Sure and get another plus. Speaking of getting more pluses, we're going to summon another monster under Black Whirlwind, special out our Gale, make Goyo, Goyo, take the Goyo, and yeah, this is it's getting bad, but we have a lot of graves set up, and we draw into a Junk Synchron. So now we can stack for Plague, make Black Rose Dragon, bring down the Dark Creator, and revive whatever we want. Armageddon Knight, send a Necro Gardener, activate Pot of Avarice. Oh man, this is cash money. This is cash money. Draw 2 cards. What do we find? We find a Book of Moon and a Convert Contact. 2 very nice draws. A piece of defense and some follow-up. And Mr. Voldemort here trying to bluff us out with the fake Gores token. Man's been known to do that. 2 contacts in the hand now, which is not great, but we can go ahead and activate one. They chain Mind Crush on the Grand Mole, and to draw for turn, they draw to a Dead Dust Shoot, not so good. Gonna hit in with the Sirocco. The Sirocco just gets killed, and we mill a Cross Porter. That is so good right now because the other card in our hand is Convert Contact, and I think that is still alive. We're gonna activate it. We draw another Cross Porter. Wait. Oh yeah, this build has 3 Cross Porter. No, why did you net deck me? 3 is suboptimal. So we're hitting in because we got this Book of Moon to protect our Tomato from the Battle Trap, potentially. We're going to draw into 2 DDVs. Speaking of other cards that are suboptimal in Pure Blackwings, this one right here. I mean, I think it's still worth playing, but it's, like, kind of slightly overrated, in my opinion. Like, Pure Blackwings just does not enable it the way that, like, Vayu does. We draw into a Lure, which is insane because our hand is Cross Porter, and then we find Avarice MST. How are you this good at the game, Freya? Oh man, we put it all back. We need a way to get over this Mistral. Extremely based, by the way, that he's playing Mistral. Mistral's like a sick card. Blackwing players need to start playing one of this instead of like Vayu number 2. Vayu number 2 is mid as hell. Alright, so we're going to Dust Shoot after the Avarice resolves. Not really like a great clear choice here. I guess we're going to take Gores, but the Gores is just like a million miles from being live. And there's still a Necro Gardener you got to worry about. Here we're going for Blizzard into Armed Wing. Armed Wing attack the set monster. We're chain DDV on attack declaration. But the Sangan and the Cross Porter just go off here. So the DDV is just a neg, right? Or no, it's a 2 for 2. I'm not sure. No, it's a neg, right? What, you outed 1 card for 2 cards basically. We draw Armageddon Knight though, so now we're back in the break-even territory, which is okay, except for the fact that we're getting our face beat in by a magical android because of the Junk Synchron search off the Sangan, just letting us go into another Synchro. And we set the last DDV, set the Shura, activate Heavy Storm, summon Grand Mole, attack for game. That's gonna be it. The Blackwing deck goes down. Neospatians, baby. They're the best deck. Congrats, Freya. You're killing it. All right, next one. Whoa, we got 2 Dark Armed profiles here. What is this? You know, I think this is actually pretty fitting because they're like both playing Diva Zombie, or one's playing Diva Hero, one's playing Diva Zombie. I don't know. This is both Dark Armed decks. So we Sark for Miracle, and then we just don't activate the Future. What the hell did I just say earlier in the video about not activating Future Fusion the second you have it? Oh my god. Okay. Well, we're going to summon Plague Attack. And it's a Goblin, and now we have to mill a card. What do we mill? A Bottomless? We don't care about milling that. Opponent goes for Caius, banishes the Plague. That's pretty good. There's an argument to be made. Maybe you could just banish the set monster, but banishing Plague is very appealing as well. I don't know. Like, Caius on either one is super good there. Actually, just don't Caius the back row, for the love of God. We got a Diva into a Gilman. We're going to attack with both. The set card is Solemn. So we make Android. Now we use Future Fusion. Like, why did we wait this long? Alright, whatever. It's fine. Opponent's gonna go set Sangan, set Torrential. Makes sense. We set Bottomless. We go for the Zombie Master Prio just to get the Mally in the graveyard. It does eat a Bottomless, which is pretty bad, but not the end of the world. Torrential, going to clean up the Ab-Zero and the Android, though very good there. We activate another Miracle into an empty board, which is pretty scary. I guess we probably have a read that this back row isn't just going to, like, kill the Ab-Zero for free, but still. Okay, so this is Welladad zombies. Anyway, we pitch, go for Plague. Plague stack. We can potentially use Malicious here, go into, what? A Stardust, and then set what? But, like, this Ab-Zero can just crash with the Stardust, and your back row doesn't do anything to stop it. Yeah, we're just hitting into the Grepher. Just, like, no cares. I don't believe your face down is real. We draw into an Instant Fusion. So this is Instant Fusion. Is this Welladad, or is this that one build with triple Instant Fusion? What is that called? Ramen Zombies? I think that's what we've decided on the name for that one. We're just going to crash with the Stardust, though. Alright. Activate Allure of Darkness. Banish. Summon Tomato Attack. Tomato eats a D-Prison. We draw Dad. That's definitely a spooky card. Don't have the setup quite yet. We're going for Instant Fusion. We activate Typhoon. We summon Krebons. We make an Urbellum, which is going to rip a card from the hand. And we have a Solemn Judgment here. Opponent going to set that Malicious. Could have just gone for Caius. It would have eaten the Solemn, probably, but now we're going to go for Caius. That's going to get Solemned, and then we have Dark Arm Dragon. That's going to get Bottomless, but the Banish Mally is enough to attack for game. So, a pretty crazy back and forth game number one there, actually, between the two pretty similar decks. Opponent's going to go turn one summon Stratos Pass here, which they have Gores in their hand. They don't have back row. Makes sense. We're going to go Diva, make what, Android, hit over, gain some life, set the D-Prison. Doesn't really matter if you set D-Prison or Mirror here, I think. We're just going to set Sangan, set Torrential, attack the set Sangan. Set Sangan gets a Plague Spreader. We might want to go for a Brain Control into Summon a Tuner here. It does seem to be what we're doing. In fact, we're just going to try to hit him with the Urbellum. I think that's a little bit ambitious. You should maybe just attack with the Android first. Opponent's going to draw, just set some cards. We don't have a lot of plays. Caius, Dad, or a little bit bricky here. We find Gores at a pretty inconvenient time, but both our set cards are technically active. Now we're going to Typhoon. Why did we Typhoon there? Typhooning to summon a Stratos? Okay, I don't know. What if their set card was Typhoon and they Typhooned your Rhoda in response? He would be so owned, actually. But we're just going to hit into a Krebons, make them pay 800. Opponent draws RFDD. That could potentially be spooky later on. Going for a Book of Life with the Tribute Summon Malicious to make a Stardust and then just set everything. Playing around D-Prison because we've seen the opponent is on that. But this should just be the end of the game, right? I mean, we bring down Plague, drop Dad, kill their whole field. No, we're just going to not drop Dad. Now we're going to drop Dad. Any second now, we're going to... Okay, here he is. Kill the whole field. Torrential going to be chained, but Stardust going to negate that. We kill the rest. We have a set RFDD. That should just let us, like, go for game here. Let's see. We stack back a card. So if they hit the Gores, they just win. But there's only a 1 in 5, so hopefully that doesn't happen. They hit the Dad. We're going to hit him with Thought Ruler. Now the Gores comes down, but the Dad and the Colossal are going to clear that. And in the end phase, Stardust comes back. Apparently that Urbellum was banished, so they brought it back with a return from the different dimension. The only play we have here is... Actually, we can, what? Slam Caius. And then... somehow set up Dad? No, wait. We can crash the Caius after we storm and then drop Dad and then out their whole board. That's insane. It's a crazy comeback. Opponent just has a set Starlight Road. That's not going to do anything. We're going to win the duel. Alright, apparently there was a Power Well in here. So it was like Power Well, Instant Fusion... Cool build, but pretty crazy comeback by the Diva Hero deck in game number 2. Gonna take it there. So on to, I think this is the final replay we have. Someone sent me Ojamas, so I obviously put that at the end of the video. They're up against the Lightsworn. We go set. The Aaron, though, is just gonna absolutely cook them there. Put back the Ojama Blue. We activate card destruction, which kind of helps the opponent more than it helps us here, honestly. Alright, we're going to summon Blue and Crash, which is actually pretty good because it puts the attack of both of them to 1,000 with the Ojama country. So we're going to get rid of the Aaron, and we're going to get some searches, and then we're going to use the country to bring back the blue, but the opponent just summons JD. That's fine. They force out the judgment. They got to follow up Avarice. Going to put everything back. Presumably, we're going to maybe do something here. Activate Charge. Just summon another JD. Why not? Yeah, okay. Activate Foolish. I don't even need to activate Foolish. Just attack with Honest and JD. We have game. Wow. We got obliterated in that game 1, I'm not going to lie. What's going to happen in game number 2? We have a Junk Synchron. We have some instant fusions. Probably should have just instant fusioned here for one of those Ojama guys, and then Kaiest, and then you could bring it back, right? But we're going to tribute our own blue, which means now we're not getting the blue search. Should probably play around Aaron with blue, by the way. Just, like, put it in attack mode, man. Well, anyway, we're going to revive with a Junk Synchron. We have an instant fusion now. We can make a Synchro play, go for Stardust. Just, like, hope they don't have a second Honest. That would be really annoying. They don't. They're not going to attack the blue, but if you're not going to attack the blue, you probably shouldn't have put the Card Trooper there. I guess maybe he didn't have any other good plays. Blue is just going to search some more stuff as it does. We're going to hit over with Stardust. Opponent gets a draw. So they can out the Stardust with the Honest here, but it's looking pretty scary. Beckoning to revive Honest is their best hope. We go for Musician King, make Arcanite. Oh, that's pretty rough because we can pop the board here, and then we can go like Country Pitch, bring something back, and the Arcanite will be 18. Wait, what? Why didn't we just... Am I missing something? There's Ojama's engraved. We had game here. We just had game here. Okay, whatever. Opponent summons JD, and we have Raigeki break. Wow, almost lost the duel there. If they'd top decked like a Lila, would have been really bad. So we go for Avarice, put everything back. You ever like watch replays and then just like wonder where people find the room for all the cards in their deck? Like we're playing Junk Synchron, and we're playing Avarice, and we're playing like Discard Trap. We're playing friggin' Monster Reincarnation and Instant Fusion and Level Eater. Speaking of which, we're going to use that to bring out the Caius and burn for 1,000, then attack for game, mind crushing the Honest, of course, to put a stop to that. Game number 3, we got a Summon Card Trooper set pass. We're just going to set pass here. Apparently, we're also playing Hamster Raikou. I don't know how we have room for that either. We mind crush JD, blind, extremely based play there. Opponent hits into the set monster. It is a hamster. We get the Raikou. We Raikou the back row. The back row is actually a torrential. So now we're going to go for Caius, banish the Card Trooper, hit over the Lila. Not going to set Solemn, just going to attack. Raikou will out the Caius. They mill Gardno, which is good. They summon the Garoth, but they make the mistake of attacking a set monster ever versus Ojama, and it just turns out to be blue, and you give them a bunch of free searches. So now we go for the Junk Synchron. That eats a Crow for some reason. So we just get Instant Fusion, make Stardust, use Ojama Country to bring back Night, which has a continuous effect, I believe, that just, like, makes 2 of their zones unusable. So the opponent draws, they activate Storm, Stardust negates, and, yeah, this hand doesn't do anything. We have an Honest and a Wolf. Could maybe have seen one more draw phase with the Necro Gardener in your graveyard to protect you, although that's far from guaranteed. You could have made a Synchro with Plague also, but yeah, apparently Ojama's is going to find a way. Ojama's stuff. You have Creature Swap too? This is only 40 cards, people. Where did they find room for all of this? Whatever, I don't know what's going on. That was the replays. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, these episodes are fun to make. Always cool to see what other people are messing around with. So yeah, that's going to be it. I'll see you next time. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Furthermore, if you enjoy my content, you should think about becoming a channel member. You get access to tons of bonus content, and it's a great way to help support the channel.